Hello. It's been a while. Two weeks. 2.5 weeks. Basically, after I did my Lala vlog, I was in a slump. I was hit by a slump, a reading slump, kind of a life slump. Just haven't been feeling the same. It felt like simultaneously I was starting and ending a depressive episode period. So there's that. I'm still kind of feeling it, but I'm more so on the about to end it type of feeling. But yeah, it's been 2 weeks. I've read 3 books. That first week that my slump hit, I read a book Monday, finished it Tuesday, started another book and finished it on Tuesday, and immediately afterwards, that's when the slump hit. I read the 100 Homecoming and then 100 Rebellion, which is the 3rd and 4th book in the 100 series. So if you read those, you know they're pretty easy to get through, and that's how I got through them so quickly. But I tried to read a book immediately afterwards, and it was not happening. It didn't. Like, from Tuesday to Sunday, I read 15 pages, and I just didn't. It wasn't the time. And so the week after that, last week, was the reading rush, and I was like, I was planning on doing vlogs, like compilations, like maybe 1, 2, 3, like day 1, day 2, day 3 in one vlog, and then the rest in another. But I was like, no, you're not gonna do any of that. So I just read the books that I had planned, but I only read 1 book during the week. I started Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief Monday to Thursday. Took me 4 days to read it, even though I was excited to read it and I was enjoying as I was reading it. Just I wasn't able to. And then on Thursday, I started my current book, Girls Made of Snow and Glass by Melissa Barshadus. Another book that I'm excited about, but still very slow going. I read like 15 pages the day that I started, and it's Tuesday now, and I'm still page 63. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, didn't read anything. Last night I read some. You would have seen it. But yeah, it's here. I'm still not feeling it. I also, because of the slump, didn't feel like making any videos, but it's weekathon next week. Well, it starts Saturday, the 1st of August. So I wanted to get back into it, even if it's not the same as before. Oh, also, I want to go back to how I used to film and edit. I did summer vlogs like 2 years ago, so I'm gonna try and go back because I really do enjoy editing in that aesthetic. So yes, what else? I don't know what caused the slump, but there's 2 things that I'm just gonna go ahead and blame. One is stress of the whole world. We're about to be in August, and the world, not even the world, it's truly just the country. I live in the US, specifically Texas. We can't get it together. So, and school is a thing that I have to worry about. The thing is, like, my college hasn't even said if we're gonna do face-to-face classes. So there's that. I think the back of my brain was just like, you need to worry about this because it's coming up. But I don't even know what to worry about because they haven't said anything. The other thing that I'm gonna blame is social media, specifically Instagram. The week that I did my Lala vlog, I was actually off of Instagram. I even got an app that would lock me out. It's literally called Lock Me Out. Like, you can schedule when to not be on certain apps, and I did that for Instagram, and it was a good time. Like, I just found myself not even trying to go on the app anymore. That's how it was. Why is my hair? Always. Whenever I edit these videos, I'm just like, here's always a mess. Anyway, yeah, the first day I constantly kept trying to go on the app, and but then the second day I barely went on it, because I couldn't go on it, but like the habit of just like clicking on it was gone. And then the week that my hit slump, the week that my slump hit, I was back. And Instagram, for some reason, above all other social medias, just gives me this weird mix of FOMO and anxiety and frustration, and it's not a good mix. So now I have the app back on, and hopefully that'll help. Another thing that's been helping, and because like I mentioned, I didn't feel like making videos, I've been blogging again. I've had my blog since 2012. It was mostly a makeup blog, and then became a whatever blog, but mostly still beauty and makeup. And it's just all the video ideas that I had, I just turned them into blog posts. And so that's what I've been doing. Just taking pictures, typing away in my little corner. I have a lot of drafts, and I feel like I'm back in high school when I used to have so many just for like the next month. And it's been a good time. I think I'm gonna mostly vlog, because like I like doing this vlogging, but like doing sit down videos are like essentially just list videos, and I was like, I can just turn that into a blog post. So that's what's gonna happen. So yeah, my blog has been giving me serotonin. Speaking of serotonin, I found out literally 10 hours ago at midnight that the sequel, it's not really a sequel, but it's like a 5-episode special thing for my favorite Thai show. I say favorite like I've seen a lot of them. I've seen 2, and out of the 2, this is my favorite. A sequel to the show that I really like has been announced. I mean, it's been announced a while ago, but they released the posters, which means we're one step closer to getting them. The show I'm talking about is Together, and the sequel is called Still Together. We don't have a date yet, but the posters are up, which means it's soon. And maybe having this will get me through the beginning of university, because truly, this show, like the first show Together, started the end of February to like the middle of May. So this was like my comfort quarantine show. And I just, wow, the iscelle back in March who was watching this probably wouldn't have never thought that she'd be watching the sequel while still in quarantine. Okay, I've been talking for a long time. I'm gonna go. Here you are, updated. Here's another reading montage. You can't really tell, but it got really dark and it's gloomy now because we're on the verge of a hurricane, a tropical storm. You see those X's? If you live in a place that gets a lot of hurricanes, you'll understand. Those X's are up on my window all year round though.
till I found someone who laughs like you.
It's another gloomy day. It's actually raining. It was raining really hard, but now it's kind of calmed down. I didn't say what this book was about yesterday. This is a retelling of Snow White and the Evil Queen. I think that's the actual title of it, but yeah. So this follows Lynette, who is the princess, and she finds out that I don't know if like her entire being was crafted, but like basically a magician made her look exactly like her mom who had died, I think giving birth to her. Like she's made out of snow, so the title. And then she always keeps getting told that she looks exactly like her mom, and she finds out why that is because she was made that way, but she doesn't know her mom, so she's like, I don't want to be her. I want to be more like my stepmom. And then she ends up becoming the queen of the southern part of the kingdom, or like the southern territories, and the queen of that part used to be her stepmom. So I'm assuming there's going to be tensions because of that. And then this is kind of, it flips back and forth. We also follow the stepmom, Mina. She, in her parts, at least so far, they were from the past when she was like 15, 16. She finds out that her dad, who is a magician, actually cut out her heart, and he replaced it with a glass heart. So the two girls, Snow and Glass, this is about them. She finds out that she has a glass heart, and then she's like, wow, I can't love anything or anyone. I can't feel anything. And so when the two of them, her and her father, moved to White Spring? Winter Spring? I think that's what it's called. One of those. They move there to that kingdom, and she's like, I'm gonna seduce the king and become a queen and finally learn to love someone. Obviously, it works because she becomes the stepmom. She becomes the queen. So yes, that's what this is. I actually read another Snow White Evil Queen retelling for Asian Readathon. Yeah, it's right there. Forest of a Thousand Lanterns and Kingdom of the Blazing Phoenix is a duology. The first book follows the Evil Queen storyline, and the second book follows Snow White. Follows Snow White. The Evil Queen part, I wasn't that interested in. I like the second book better because it's Snow White. But this one, because it's all in one book, it just flips back and forth between the chapters. I find it more interesting because, you know, I know that I'm going to get back to the Snow White story. So yes, this is it. It's so dark. I had to turn on some of my lights. So earlier I said that Lynette, the princess, was like magic was done to her to make her look like the late queen, her mother. But it turns out that's not it. She's literally made out of snow. Like her whole entire being. She was created out of snow. I thought it was, but like I'm just dumb. And it just says so. It even says in the beginning, like, a magician created her out of snow in the dead queen's image. I thought that meant, like, she was already born and then magic was done to her to make her look like the queen, but no. The queen didn't even have a child. She was created out of nothing. I was, I was shook. I just found what is probably my favorite, like, ASMR ambient noise channel. It's just this guy walking around Seoul, or like parts of Seoul, like Seoul, South Korea, and it's so nice. Like, look. So yeah, it's a little ASMR for you right there. But I'm gonna listen to this. It's called Soul Walker, Seoul Walker. I'm gonna leave this on. My hair is so long now. This is the longest my hair has been in 3 years. I don't know what to do with it. I need a haircut. Okay, so yesterday I finished. What are you called? I finished Girls Made of. Girls Made of Snow and Glass by Melissa Bashardus. I ended up really liking it. I mean, it's a retelling, so I love retellings, as I've said. In this one, I really like the added element of the snow and the glass, and I like the fact that they didn't hate each other, because that seems to be like, that's obviously the whole part of Snow White and the evil queen, is that the stepmom hates her. But in this one, there's like genuine fondness between them, because even after Lynette went down to the south, she went to find the magician, and she was there for Mina. She was like, if anybody can cure her, it would be the man, her dad. Have I said that? The magician is Mina's dad. He gave her a glass heart. He was the one who also created Lynette, so that's how they're all entangled in each other's lives, aside from being, you know, a stepmother. So, there's that. Am I okay? No. So, like, even when Lynette went down to the south, she went to find the magician, and she didn't go there for herself. She went there for Mina, because she wanted to find a way to cure her. Then Mina, back in the kingdom, she felt guilty because she thought that she had taken Lynette's life, even though without Lynette in the way, that meant she was queen. She still felt guilty because, you know, she thought she killed her. Because this whole time, Mina is saying, you can't love me because I'm unable to love things because of her glass heart. But in the end, Lynette was like, but I love you. I've loved you this whole time. And then Mina was like, wow, this whole time I was able to love as well. Yes. This is a mess. Yeah, so there's that. I liked it. Oh, I also really liked the huntsman, Felix. What a name. He was created by Mina completely out of glass. And so, like, he is basically just a reflection of her. Like, everything he knows came from Mina. But then, when he defied her and, like, decided to let go of Lynette, that decision he made by himself, and that made him more human. I liked him. This is, as I've said, it's a mess. It's so hot, even though the AC and the fan are on. Texas, get it together. So, I finished that, and then I started reading From Twinkle with Love by Sonia Menon. This is about a girl, Twinkle. She's an inspiring filmmaker, and then there's a competition at her school. She pairs up with another film enthusiast, Sahil Roy. He ends up producing the movie, and she's a director. And so of course she's like, sure, I'll do that. But also another thing that made her say yes is that Sahil is the twin brother of her crush, Neil. So yeah, first thoughts. I read 80 pages. This feels very young. Like, young, but also old. And by old, I mean, like, this was written 2018, but it feels like it was written 2012. Like, Twinkle said amazeballs, and I'm just like, nobody, do people say that? I think I'm gonna sign off the vlog from here. This portion has been a mess. I'll see you for Weekathon next week. Bye!